Take two. Take two, take two, take two. Let me go ahead and join the callback.
Howdy.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm testing it out now, so we'll see.
Alright, if you give me a bit more time, well, if it takes a little while,
Dude,
I'm working
let
on
him
a
get it. Let
special
him get
effect.
it. Let him get it.
I mean,
What did I write? Oh, what did I mean? I wrote golf. Gold. I meant gold. Okay.
Wait, you actually
so
want
yeah, let's
gold?
do the...
Villager traits.
Okay.
Where did I put my rabbits? But I got
Loading,
cats.
loading.
Okay. No, right. I put them in my potions. No, I didn't. Where the frick did I put these rabbits' feet?
Okay, we have progress. Mojang's actually showing up on the stream now, but it's still crashing.
Oh.
Alright, that was one time after the update. Or after the restart.
And the flint and steel broker.
Weird.
Yeah, once Cody's on, I can show him what the Endermen have made as well.
In other news, while you're trying to figure that out, what would you think about? Did you plant more bamboo out in front of my base?
No, I cut it down so I could use it for the scaffolding, so it looks new.
Okay.
It's the old bamboo.
Okay. Cody, what would you think if I could figure out how about doing like one-shot adventure maps on Minecraft?
That would be great. I would love to do that if I can get it to Everload. It might just be
This would be different. This would be different. This is not something I can figure out tonight on stream. But like, I just thought I'd have an opinion on that to do like in the future, because personally I've always wanted to do them, and I honestly have no idea what stopped me from figuring out how to download them before now. But there's a bunch of variety. There's like theme parky like game ones with a bunch of like different mini games on it. There's adventure story ones, there's puzzle ones, there's kind of a mixture of everything. There's horror maps if you really wanted to. There's a lot of crazy stuff in the game. It's like customized.
Mm-hmm.
We should start with doing the trip to the Disney map.
Okay.
So I know that one's cool.
Yeah, I'd love to do it if it was possible.
You can also give yourself the challenge of trying to kill yourself on the server.
Just jump.
Definitely possible. People do it all the time. I'm just not totally
No,
sure.
I'm pretty sure they made it impossible. There was someone who...
No. Aaron, I completely ignored you. I was talking to Cody.
Oh. All good. Also, this burns through flint and steel so fast.
Oh my god. Oak boats for an emerald. I'm sorry. That's like the final trade in the fisherman. Oak boats for... And it's kind of OP. I mean, it's kind of annoying, but it's OP. What the frick? Yeah, I'm not totally sure. People do them all the time. I know it's a thing. I know that you have to like move it into like destinations folder when you download Minecraft. Personally, I have no idea what that is on my laptop, but also I only did a little bit of research. I'm not sure how people play together on them. Like, I don't know if you have to host it. Like, I don't know if you would have to host it as a different realm server.
Mm-hmm.
To do it, which is very doable. You can have more than one realm, you just can't have them both activated at the same time. So you could easily switch it and then switch it back. To my knowledge, because I've done it with Marvel before.
Right.
I'm not sure how you host it with friends because it can't be like a LAN server unless you're together, and unless the server itself is. I don't know.
Only gonna set half of my base on fire, so.
Okay.
But it looks good.
Okay. Oh, I can kind of see it where I'm standing around your distance.
Plus, if I really need to run through this way, I can set myself on fire and jump immediately into the pool.
Villagers that trade here. Or this is already next to I need to trade.
Take one to go visit Tori, who is probably still at her tree. Don't ground one.
I'll be honest, I don't know how much longer I'm going to try.
All good.
What the frick is this? The heck? SCUTE. What item is that? What the heck?
Okay. Hello. It looks good. Just like you.
Oh, Aaron, also the farmer has a trade for raw potatoes to emeralds.
Awesome. I will be abusing that. Also, Tori, how do you get inside the tree?
When you
Use an axe.
direction of
No.
it's straight when you're heading like from like spawn area, it's like that side of the tree.
Actually, no. I think she changed it.
For now. Well, that was the changed area though.
Yeehaw.
Unless you changed the other time. Which is possible.
All damage.
I'm sorry, this is really shitty that this is happening.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's my biggest issue is I don't know why.
Looks good. Keep up the good work.
Did you try looking it up? There might be something that people have been having troubles with.
What was that, Leah?
Especially because I've been having troubles with it. Just have you tried looking it up? Seeing if maybe there's some troubleshooting things there? Because I've been having this issue, just not. It only crashes once before it doesn't
You
let
need
me
more
edit.
potatoes.
I'm going to assume you're not talking to them.
Yes. Are you sure? Alright, I'm gonna head back before it's nighttime. Mainly because I want to see what the base looks like. When it's nighttime. I need to check lighting effects. I saw creepers spawning, and I was like, I'd rather...
Like, dropping 15 more dyed boots if you want them.
I'm good. I got enough pants.
Alright, this is all it says. There are several causes for Minecraft crashing on startup. The mods, I don't have any. Bugs in the game, possible. The corruption of the game files, haven't touched the game files. And the missing or outdated graphics card driver. It's not outdated.
No. Is there like a repair files tool that you can do? Looks pretty good. Alright, I'm hopping in bed.
Gosh, as long as you open
Spending my
as you
emeralds.
open the game, you can't launch Minecraft. Minecraft options.txt file.
I'm doing. Wanna go?
Okay, here's a possible fix.
Okay. I have thought of that. Here. Wait. Emeralds.
So by trading with the villagers, you level up with them?
You leveled them up. I've
Okay.
leveled up some of them to masters already. You just you get. I'm sure not all of them are optimized to the ideal,
Right.
like, grades you want. However, this is what we're getting for now. Someone else can fuck with it, or I can later on in motivation.
That's a lot of stuff.
You just pick it all.
No, I didn't. I'm just browsing this stuff. A bunch of andesite.
The biggest thing is Cody. We have a villager with a mending book.
Change the use VBO to false.
I mean, I don't know how the KFC console works, but the butcher needs raw chicken. If you just stop the, like, cooking process.
I would prefer someone else to do a means of doing that and not fuck with the KF console first.
Okay.
But yeah. I mean, it would be it wouldn't be like too the lava. I just don't want someone purposely messing with it.
Right.
But yeah, I know the raw chicken trade. There's like 3 that take coal for emeralds, or emeralds for coal.
Oh,
Emeralds for coal.
this guy takes iron for emeralds. Awesome.
Alright.
There's a lot of. I wish this was emeralds for diamonds. No. That one fully leveled up. Not fully leveled up. I mean, there's still a small possibility he'll give a trade for emeralds to diamonds. That would be.
Where's this guy? I'll work on the weaponsmith, just because I feel like it.
Which one?
The weaponsmith. He takes, just because I want to use some of the iron.
Oh, trades further down will give you more. So, like, if you get a lot of emeralds, diamonds, for example, you will XP. He only has 1 more level to go.
Gotcha.
That fix did not work. I've tried loading it twice.
Sorry, Chief.
Happening. I hope it so.
I hope so, because it's not that Minecraft is a dead series now. If it doesn't, what's that?
You always file a thing to motion. Well, but I mean, before like ending it all. You know, there's a possibility. It's stupid and it's annoying.
Ooh. Smite swords. Nice.
Like, the thing that bothers me most about
The
this,
Nixon. What?
the thing that bothers me most about this, if it is a dead series, is we're so close to taking on the End Dragon. Like, it was right there, we're just prolonging it. I'll keep trying another day, but I'm done trying to load Minecraft today.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You could always open a modded thing too. Do something completely different than the frustrating and forcing it. Well, actually, no, you'd have to be able to open the launcher to do that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There's also like a different day, like when you're not streaming. Try restarting your computer on a day you're not streaming.
Yeah,
It's
but that's the
annoying.
thing. I did restart my computer, though.
Your computer?
Yeah, my computer. I restarted the entire thing. I did. I
Oh, I
restarted
thought
my
you did.
computer, and I restarted my Wi-Fi at the same time.
Oh, you did end up restarting your computer. I thought you just restarted the Wi-Fi.
No, I did. I did both at the same time.
Wait, this guy does sticks for emeralds? Yeah.
I know. I know. I told you about that.
I'm gonna work on him in just a
Which one?
moment.
Which one is that again?
The sticks to emeralds. It's
Yes.
the Fletcher, I want to say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
Buy a
guess.
couple bows and get him up of the contest.
I guess for tonight, I'm gonna go to Nier Replicant.
Hey, sad chief.
It's all good. New title of the stream: Minecraft. Go. Stink. Bring on the swords. Update. And I know Tyler likes watching the Nier series, so I'm going to message in chat and Discord.
Yeah, I saw him commenting stuff yesterday. I had the stream pulled up. I was working on stuff while I had the stream going, so I wasn't paying 100% attention, but I had that pulled up.
All good.
Villager, you better like sticks. I have so many.
I need to drop plates.
So Aaron, wanted to give you an update on Satisfactory real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been having it AFK for a little while. I changed a few things. So now the 2 biomass generators that is attached to the hub, they are not self-sufficient, but they're as close to self-sufficient as possible. So what I did is for each one, I added a couple more power poles, and I added 3 biomass generators to each. So now it's eating through biomass so slow. For 4 hours I had it going, and when I came back, it still had 25 in biomass in each of the generators.
Nice.
Yeah. And the iron plates was moving so slow, like we weren't saving any. They were all going directly to the reinforced iron plates.
Yeah.
So I set up a system that included a second smelter or a third smelter and constructor that is working on iron plates, and it's merging into the conveyor belt that's going to the reinforced iron plates.
Okay.
And so it's splitting the ore from the iron plates, the iron rods into the iron plates, and also going to the coal stuff that we had set up. So now we're getting, like, it's actually building up. One of the storages is almost full of iron plates.
Yay.
And I think when we come back into Satisfactory, we'll be able to do the space elevator, because we have a lot of materials, like the very costly materials. We have a lot of it now.
Leah, are you going to need more empty maps?
Yes.
Okay.
My God.
Here, I'm just gonna drop all my emeralds and buy a bunch to level this guy up. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you see my wall. I need like over 100 maps total. So yeah. Yeah, I need maps.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna hop off the call so I can listen to the gameplay and story of this game.
Alright. Have a good one.
And you too. Sorry Minecraft was being stink.
Hopefully
It's
it'll
fine.
work
I'll try
another
and poke
time.
around and see if I can't figure out something.
Okay. I'll continue to test it, like, off stream, and see if I can eventually get it pulled up, and if it was just a one night thing. If it's not working next Wednesday, because I'll try it again next Wednesday, then Minecraft might just be a dead series and a huge cliffhanger.
See, we'll try. There's a bunch of things we can try, and I can always reach out to my because I'm having this issue too. It doesn't prevent me from playing, so it only does it once. So
Yeah. If you can, that would be great, because I can't message them because I can't even get into the game.
okay, yeah, or you can no. Yeah,
Kill the creeper
I'll try
first.
and. Okay, well, bye. Hopefully it works out better.
Bye. Hope you guys have a good night.
Good night.
Alright. This game I know works. We're here in Seafront because we have quests to do with the mailroom. And the game's being super laggy. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's just loading up.
The first request I've made in ages. How dare you deny it?
Uh-huh. Angry lady.
You can't leave. Who's going to tend the lighthouse?
How much longer will you force me to toil here? I must go. I need to board the ship as soon as possible.
No way, lady. It's back to work for you. Now get going.
Interesting.
What's going on?
There's no one else in town who knows how to keep the lighthouse burning. We need her.
But she wants to leave.
Look, she seems to trust you. Think you could maybe talk her into it?
I don't want to do that. I'll do it, but I don't want to do it. You can't keep someone against their will. Not if they have every right to leave. Also, I'm so glad I got rid of this sticky key thing. Just let me do that so I don't accidentally pull up my menu, my Windows thing. I had it turned off. I normally have it turned off, but I had it turned on so I can try to figure out the Minecraft issue. I think this is the last quest I have before I'm able to go to part 2. I'll double check with Devila when I get back to the village, but I think this is the last one I have available. Oh, she's sleeping.
Ma'am? Oh no.
As I feared, it's the black straw. In an advanced case at that.
So that's the illness she kept mentioning.
Oh, you. I suppose you want to tell everyone about my illness, hmm? Well, don't. I don't fear death. I've lived long enough and I'm weary of it. Weary of being alone. But though I don't fear death, I do have one regret.
Which is?
I wanted to see my love one last time. I've spent 50 years working the lighthouse for these people, and now they won't let me leave.
Only one won't let you leave,
I
let's
just
be
want to
honest.
see him. I want to board the ship that will take me to him. Oh, cruel world.
So it's a dying wish now, is it?
We should help her out, Vice.
We've better things to do than stay here and operate a lighthouse. You'll have to convince the villagers to help.
Come on, let's start with the postman.
That'll go well. So she has the black scroll too. Alright, I'll go talk to the postman. I mean, I just came from there. And we take shortcuts. Alright, postman, look. She's dying. You're gonna have to figure out someone to operate it
about the
anyways.
lighthouse lady. Could you reconsider? You really should let her go.
We can't. Look, I'm sorry, but you'll just have to trust me. This is for her own good.
Why?
Death stalks this woman, postman. Would you truly deny her final request?
She's... Wait, she's dying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are doing it for her sake, then you should just grant her final request.
But we can't. Look, I have things to attend to. Come back tomorrow.
Nope.
Look, I have things to attend to. Come back tomorrow.
They're not letting her go. There must be a reason. I was wondering if it's the guy that she claims to love doesn't want to see her. Oh, I screwed this up. Okay. You're gonna be magically fixed? Nope. Okay. I know I've been back there before, but I'm wondering if there's something hidden beneath back there now.
thinks the postman is hiding a secret of his own.
Me think so
Suggest
too.
we go back. I have a feeling we might.
I was going to anyways.
I can't believe she's going to die. I suppose there's no need for this now.
No need of what?
Listen, Mr. Postman.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I would ask the same of you.
Work. Just some work.
Wait, are you writing a letter?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Well then, allow me to ask about something that is very much our business. Why are the old lady's letters, and only her letters, postmarked from this very office?
What? Well, that's because,
Her loved one's already dead.
The other deliveries bore postmarks from locales far and wide.
What are you getting at, Vice?
A woman was not receiving letters from a lover in some far-flung land. They were penned by the hand of someone in this very town.
well, crap.
It's him.
Go to the back room. There's something there you should see.
I was trying to go back there anyways. You fool. Really? How am I supposed to go to the
There's
back
another
room?
over there.
Clear these
Yeah.
packages out of the way.
Whatever it is, he could have.
It must
Wait.
be something he wanted to...
Wait. I had big dumb moment. Nope, push this back one more. And now I can move this back one, and voila. I thought I could only push, not pull.
They're letters.
Yes, in a rather sizable bundle.
Okay, is there anything else? Alright, we're gonna ask him to explain. Yep.
They were all written by the woman in the lighthouse.
And you never thought to deliver them.
He did. It's to himself.
I couldn't. Not anymore. Here, look at this.
Or maybe there is a lover, but he didn't love her anymore, so to take pity on her, the postman was writing the letters.
It's a death notice. For her true love, I presume.
Okay, he did die.
Then who sent
Never
the
mind.
woman all those letters?
I did.
What manner of cruel hoax is this?
I didn't mean for it to be cruel. None of us did. The whole town agreed to help.
I mean, in a way, I get what you were trying to do. You didn't want to hurt her further, so by telling her that her lover is dead. And so you wouldn't let her go see her lover because he's already dead. At the same time, you can't hide something like that from someone. It's not sympathy. It is cruel. They deserve the truth.
So you're all in on it?
Those letters kept her going. They gave her hope. She believed her love to be alive in a foreign land somewhere, and we couldn't bear to tell her otherwise. So we just kept the lie going.
A white lie is still a lie. People get hurt from lies.
It started with my father some 50 years ago.
You've been doing this for 50 years? Dude, when I tell her this, she's gonna die from
You're gonna
that.
keep lying to her?
Yes, the truth can only cause her pain.
She's dying anyways. She deserves to know the
Are you
truth.
sure she's better off this way?
It's not a very happy truth, now is it?
What about her final request?
Doesn't matter if it's a happy truth or not. It's the truth. She's dying. She should know that she's gonna be able to meet up with her loved one.
I don't know. How's should I know? I'm just a damn postman. I don't know what to do anymore.
You're gonna make me decide,
What's the
aren't you?
best thing to do? What's the right thing?
Tell her the truth!
Here, I have a new letter. Take it. It says that her love is coming, but that the journey will be long. It tells her to wait.
You wish us to deliver another letter filled with lies.
I'm not gonna do it.
You uncovered our town's deepest secret like it was nothing. I don't think that's an accident. Look, I've told you what I think. Deliver the letter or tell her the truth. It's up to you.
Telling her the truth. I'm telling her the truth. She deserves the truth. She should know that she's gonna be able to meet up with her loved one soon.
What do we do, Vice?
Tell her the
What do we
truth.
do?
Tell her the truth.
Calm yourself, lad. There's no need to get in a froth over a problem of someone else's making.
It's hard to believe the entire town was lying to her.
Telling her the
wager
truth.
Their intentions were good. Elsewise, they would not have carried on with the ruse for 50 years.
Problem is that it's still
Also
a
explains
lie.
why they tasked her with keeping the lighthouse running, so news of her love's demise would not reach her.
Maybe that really was the kind thing to do?
It's a kind thing to do, yes. However, it's still a hurtful thing to do. You shouldn't lie. Even if the truth hurts, people deserve the truth. Oh, this is not going to be good.
Do you have any further news for my love?
Tell her that her lover's dead. I'm holding true to
This is
it.
for you, but your love didn't write it.
Hush! It's his handwriting. And I recognize the stationery, too.
Just tell her, Nier. Just tell her. Don't let her fall for the trick. She deserves the truth. Tell her the full truth.
That which you recognize comes from the town's postman and his father, not from your beloved.
Are you saying those two idiots wrote all these letters? But why?
Your lover perished long years ago, and they had not the heart to tell you. Thus, the charade.
The charade. Sorry, lady. But you deserve the truth, even if you are a grouchy old lady.
I'm sorry.
I am
Don't
sorry.
have to apologize. To tell you the truth, part of me had suspected something like this.
Are you going to be happy knowing that you're going to be able to meet up with him when you pass?
But it's hard to hear a secret thought finally spoken aloud.
It is hard, but it is the right thing to do.
I think I should be alone for a while.
That's a reasonable request after hearing news like this.
I'd like to ask you a favor.
Okay.
I want you to forget we ever had this conversation.
Okay.
The entire town has worked on this story, and they did so to make me happy.
This is getting wholesome.
I don't want their hard work to go to waste, so I will carry on as if I am none the wiser.
Oh. She knows their intentions were good, so she doesn't want to hurt their feelings.
As you wish.
Please, tell the postman. Thank you.
We will.
That actually has me tearing up a little bit. Lady, you're not so bad. I'm sorry I ever wanted to kill you. I'm glad she took the news so well. At least she kind of already had a suspicion on it and it wasn't just shocking. Wait, does this guy have a quest?
Hey, you gotta help me out here. You just gotta. I'm having serious girl trouble.
We're going from something so wholesome to some guy having girl trouble.
See, there's this girl that I'm pretty wild for, so I asked her out. But she won't even consider it unless I take her to a really nice restaurant.
Uh-huh.
That seems rather demanding.
She really appreciates the finer things in life. First-class places for a first-class lady. She's so cool.
Everyone has their own tastes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, there isn't another girl out there as high class as mine.
Mm-hmm. You asked me for help, but then you don't... Did you even give me a quest? I don't think you gave me a quest. You asked for help, but you didn't give me a quest. Yeah, you didn't give me a quest. Okay. Maybe I need to talk to some lady in town. Someone that prefers the finer things in life. The first class stuff. I'll keep my eyes on the map for like a indicator to talk to someone. Message in a bottle. We got a shield. I have a feeling the finer things in life lady is going to be somewhere over here or up in the houses that I don't really explore that much because there's no need to. Let me talk to the postman first. I'll finish this quest. This quest deserves to have an ending.
My leg's still bothering me, so I don't think I can get back to my rounds for a bit.
Oh, you won't even let me say that she said thank you? Come on. That was a really sweet thing. At least her reaction was very sweet. Alright, am I going to be able to find this lady, or is there just no quest? Alright, I don't see such a lady. So let me go talk to Devila. We can get back in the action by fighting this big guy. If he's there. There we go. Now we're getting some action music. You gonna give me a hint that he's there? Or just throwing me off the board, that's fine too. There he is. It's fine, you're dead. Give me the blood. Come on. Stink. Alright, now we should be all done with side quests. Unless for some reason she found some more. Which I don't know how I've done. The entire last stream was just side quests. Then I can talk to Popola if there's nothing left for me to do. Oh god, why does it look like she has something? Am I supposed to have anything?
What have we got today?
I don't know.
Which job should I give you? I got
Closure?
a letter from the seafront postman. Apparently he has a message for you. How mysterious.
Okay.
I wrote down the client's location on your map, so...
Back I go. It's closure, so this might be the end of this quest line.
Off hunting again today?
Sure am. Hoping to catch something good, too.
I'll catch you because you're a snack. Okay. Alright, can I fight this guy again? I sure can. And 4. There we go. Gotcha. Face my wrath. Nothing from this guy. Okay. Tree branch. Magic drop. Venison. I knew there was going to be an item somewhere over here. Just didn't look like it. Is this where I get to tell the guy thank you? The postman? I really hope I get to tell him that she said thank you. And if the cost was having to go to the village and come back to do that, fine. I don't care if that's what it had to cost.
That old lady in the lighthouse is a real pain.
No, she's not. She was, but she's not anymore.
The lighthouse is past.
Oh. In the guy outside just said that she was a real pain, but she's gone.
We found her in bed. She looked happy.
You're welcome.
So, I guess you didn't tell her, huh?
She asked us not to tell anyone because they tried so hard to make her happy. This time, okay, I know I said always tell the truth, but at the same time, there's no harm in doing this, telling her or telling him that I didn't tell her. Because the only people that know were me and her. And she was at peace. And if I say this, then they'll feel bad that all their efforts were for nothing. However, if I do this, then they'll feel like that their efforts were worth something. So this, in this case, this actually is the better option.
No, I didn't.
Thank you. I think you did right. Hard to believe she's gone. I always figured the old girl would outlive me. I hope our plan was right. I hope it made her happy in the end.
My plan was right. And that's done.
Did we do the right thing? Was she happy?
I do not know. None can say what true happiness is. Humans, and perhaps even magical toads, are far more uncertain creatures than we know.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll let them finish out their dialogue. Okay, apparently they finished with the dialogue. There's a difference from hiding a big secret about someone's love life and hiding the final wishes of someone dying. There's a difference between that. You're done. Damn. I've been getting so unlucky with those. I know Tyler said they had to fight like 40 of them to get one elaborate machine part. But I'm not even getting simple machine parts. It was like the low tier drop reward. Alright, now I should not have any more side quests. Does not look like it because Devila is not highlighted in here. I'm saying her name right? Yeah, Devila.
What have we got today? Doesn't look like I have any work for you right now. Come back next time you're free, okay?
Alright. Which means there's no side quests available anywhere. So my only option right now is to either work on the side quest I have, which is very difficult to do, very unlikely to actually get accomplished, because most of what I need is in part 2, or work on the main story to get to part 2 to make my side quest possible. So I'm going to work on getting to part 2. Who knows, maybe more will open up, more side quests will open up by me doing this. Medicinal herb. Yeah, I do have to talk to Popola. Okay. For a second there, it looked like the axe might have been outside the building, but no, it's right here. Hey, Popola.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Strange letter, huh? Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing in hopes of bringing your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice on the matter. Recently there have been dream reports, dream of a certain dream of dream, evil dream, empty dream curse, dream, evil dream, words, dream, and dream, someone dream. Okay.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
Star Wars reference.
You will?
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
I do.
Oh, well, all right.
Did Yona ask us to go there? Is that who we have to go talk to next? Based on my oh no, my master's telling me to leave. But I'm guessing I'll have to talk to Yona next. No, I just go straight there. Okay. Well, I'm going to talk to Yona anyways because I want to save. Okay, cool. Medicinal herbs is full. Yona, let me come up these impossible stairs real quick. Hey, what's up, Yona?
We should play a game together sometime too.
Okay. I'm playing a game right now, but thanks for that. Bye, Yona. I'm going on a dangerous mission. I might die. Don't wait up for me. Breeze. 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 If you're going to learn to make awesome food for me, you should first learn to make decent food for me. Just hop on and we go charging. Ooh, I like the scenery so far. Is that Yggdrasil? Yggdrasil?
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's
Yeah.
trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Sure it would.
Such cheek.
The mail has mentioned dreams. So is there a shade putting people to sleep and forcing them to dream?
Beware the words.
Beware the words.
Words? What do you mean?
Contagious words.
The black scrawl.
Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Wise's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
Oh god, no.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Destructor and Vice.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words. But before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Oh god. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching
Now
slightly.
see here.
He
Are
said,
you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes,
said the
I
mayor,
think you have.
In other words,
said Destructor.
we caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Destructor's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Destructor had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream.
Said the mayor.
A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Destructor and Vice racked their brains but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
Literally breaking the fourth wall. The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, my apologies. Irritated, Vice looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Destructor like a contagion. Wait, said Destructor suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. You must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or what the hell was it? A sheep, cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Destructor's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said, those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pockets. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Destructor. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. Sorry. The mayor paused. A grimace crossed his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research the disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. Ow. Any guys out there? Ow. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said, to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once the disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Destructor nodded in agreement. Huh. Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Destructor, just ask. Now hold on. I did not just say that. What the hell is happening? Silence! Cried Vice. The grimoire looked from Destructor to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Vice's face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without you knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The Mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my God, he said. You're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Vice, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the Mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you are to be done with this place. The Mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of Destructor and Vice. We're all counting on you. As Destructor slowly faded into the misty forest, the Mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Destructor's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he had been confident they could go in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around them. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction. And moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Vice was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion, unhindered by either terrain or physical effort. He spent most of his time urging Destructor to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Vice muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Destructor snapped. Okay, Vice, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Destructor leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big, he muttered to himself. It's not. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. The Destructor slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Vice! What's going on? Destructor could see Vice's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. This requires some more intimate conversations. The insects screamed. The forest howled. And then, just as Destructor's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zuri, 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 zuri. Shak, 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 chi, chi, chi. Woo, woo, woo ma, woo, woo. Wooma, shik, shik, seek, shik, 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 seek. As the insect's symphony dimmed another decibel, Destructor began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise. It's something else. The insects weren't just calling out. They were asking a question. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, this is a riddle. I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave you to your answer. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? Alright, now that that's over, hope you enjoyed the sauntering voice. 1 with it is lacking. 1 with the secret is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous because it can get out to secret. Inwardly furious that Vice left the task to him, Destructor sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insects stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Destructor like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest anthropods are making a road for us, said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Destructor moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even further cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, the journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Destructor after a bit. Vice spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. You have no idea where this path leads. As Vice finished speaking, their path turned a corner and found themselves... Sorry, I can go back to sultering voice. And found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Destructor picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. Sunlight. Absurdly easy, barks Vice. Now answer it. Destructor grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Vice softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried Destructor, awaking Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Destructor walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Destructor, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Something to do with time. 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Destructor tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Vice, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose so, said Destructor. Well, at least it's an easy one, is it? I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? I'm guessing it's a man, but I don't know why it's a man. 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon. A man. The mist dissolved from the cloaking figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity, NSFW ASMR. You're the mayor, cried Destructor. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor, you know. Now, listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry, what's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Destructor watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Destructor and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he called. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped Destructor's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just so happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Destructor withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the death dream seal, he said. At least, I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Destructor filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Destructor cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why don't we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Destructor and the male obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Weiss, it is words that control the death dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, the breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor. The first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Destructor shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an odd voice. We did. I'm back. He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it. But I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at the Destructor and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Vice. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in a death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Vice. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. Destructor and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Vice, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, the Destructor mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle of the mysterious words he had left with them. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? So, earlier in the series, I had talked about, because the game started out with, like a busy city that was run down. And there was Nier and Yona, but Yona had the black scroll, and Nier was fighting Shades already. This is like right after the apocalypse happened or whatever. And then I mentioned how they must be reliving their lives over and over again, and how Nier had gotten Vice to fight off the Shades then too. So they just reliving the same struggle over and over again until they can fix it. And I think that's what this is indicating. Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Destructor tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Destructor gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
I got the sealed verse, Dark Execution Magic. Set by magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Ooh.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me.
Yeah.
It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Was it me? Was I the one guiding you to the village? Since you're kind of breaking the fourth wall and talk about how you were in a game. Would it be Dark Lance or Dark Blast that it takes over? I can go in the Dark Lance slot. I can also go here. I kind of like the Dark Blast being like my... Oh. Dispatch a magical doppelganger to attack nearby enemies. Okay, I don't have anything new. The Dark Lance is good for like a single shot against them. However, they get close, I don't really have anything to fight it off. So maybe Dark Execution would be a good replace for that. Then again, I'm using this a lot more as they get close. No, not Dark Wall. Let's try this. Word edit, magic, Dark Execution, +2 to magical power, okay. Alright, the only thing I have is +2 to magical power. Confuse, poison, paralyze, and MP costs -6, yes. Nice. Alright, so I think this town is kind of opened up to us. So let's see if I can get any quest lines going.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Oh, by doing the side quest I have to enter the dreams.
Can't
Okay.
say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
Oh god, I have to do more talking. I didn't realize that I have to keep doing this so I can move around. I'm not doing the voice again. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in the long, unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior! I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Sorry. Help me, I cry. For the love of the gods. For the love of all the gods, help me. Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling on the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands, covering my face. How have you come to this place? So I'm talking in the perspective of the villager. I am Grimoire Weiss, this destructor. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand, we shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as Destructor extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. I swear, the more I talk, the more I yawn. I don't know why. I never thought I'd to hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. So if we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long forgotten friend, Damn it. Made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. Okay. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter that has been shoved against the side of the wall. And despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. My apologies. Realization slowly dawns and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they're alive or dead, I do not know. Insanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether a scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridors. I just came north, so if I proceed south, I'm going back. So let's go east. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. I squint down the dim corridors west. At the end of the path, a row of heavy wooden casks lie on their sides in a dark chamber. Doubtless they are filled with wine. My thirst roars to life. I cannot remember the last time my parched throat had relief. I scramble to the first cask and pull frantically at the cork. The theft of a few cups means nothing, I tell myself. The cask will be ruined by the flood regardless. Finally, the cork surrenders to my attack, and thick red liquid bursts forth from the hole. This is no wine, it is blood, still warm from the body. Whether animal or something else, I cannot say. The foul liquid soon mixes with the rising flood waters, creating a warmth that laps against my thighs. By all the gods, are the rest of these casks filled with blood as well? I lack the courage to confirm my suspicion. Disgust quickly becomes fear as I turn to flee, but my weakened legs betray me, sending me toppling over into the red ocean below. The smell of death is everywhere. It threatens to consume me. I must escape this hell. Crawling on all fours like an animal, holding back screams lest any foulness enters my mouth, I lurch forward through the red waters and out of the room to freedom. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed east, north. At the end of the path, the waters rise to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray that this is the way out. Eventually, I can stand the sight of the waters no longer, and so turn my eyes upward. Imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging on the faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of their life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived long, long ago. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. I'll get through this. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flowers and birds. While encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction, it is a stunning costume even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by the desire to touch it with my own hands. That's a bad choice. Yet as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by the most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner? A fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place? I cannot let it pass, and so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow beneath or behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. Poor soul is long dead. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of the fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate designs that were depicted in the portrait. I have been admiring a row of corpses, blocked from view by portraits of each victim and their pinnacle. Enough. Shooting my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. I squint down the dim corridor and proceed south. I squint down the dim corridor and proceed east. At the end of the path, I find myself in the great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which nests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests, an army of foul, wriggling insects that have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. Excuse me for a second. Sorry about that. Had to blow my nose and I didn't want you guys to hear it. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasped frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment, though in truth I suspect they had committed no crimes at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. North. Water has risen to my chin and now laps greedily at my mouth and nose. "You dumb bast," shouts the instructor. He surely desires to say more, but the rest of his insult is cut short by the rising water. Grimoire of ice, wet and tattered, floats on the water's surface. It is already too late for him. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Wait, what? Oh god, is it trial and error? No. Okay, good. You're done. Okay, so it's going to be trial and error for these guys. I see how it is. I'm not even going to try it again. Not right now. So obviously there's some map system for it. I don't have enough time to go through the full story again, so let me just go ahead and save here. And I think that's going to do it for this stream. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate it. Sorry, Minecraft at the beginning was dumb. I don't really have a better word for it. It was just dumb. But thank you for joining me for Nier Replicant. I know I didn't get to play it for very long because I tried so long to get Minecraft to work. But I'm enjoying the game. That was a little confusing. I kind of understood what I needed to do, but at the same time I didn't. So when we come back, I'll try to figure out the whole mapping system for that. I feel like I was going the right way too. We kept getting more story. I think the last path I chose was incorrect. So what can I do? We'll try that again next time. So I can't remember if I did this part of the outro. If you guys did enjoy the stream, make sure you hit that follow button down in the bottom right corner. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So I'll be back again on Friday night with some more Game of Life 2 and maybe Nier Replicant, maybe Minecraft. I will have to figure that out. I'm going to be doing some testing with Minecraft to see if I can ever get in. And like I said, if I'm able to, great. If not, and it gets next Wednesday and I'm still not able to get in, Minecraft is probably just going to be a dead series because I can't get into the game anymore. Hopefully that's not the case. I really want to at least finish it and beat the end dragon because I've made so much progress in there. We're literally ready for it. We just have to go fight it. We've just been prolonging it because we've been working on projects. So, until next time.